We'll find out. We just heard about it. But whatever it is, we'll let you know. But it has nothing to do with our government.
The United States government had nothing to do with what's happened in Venezuela. Our view remains that Maduro is a brutal, corrupt leader. We will continue to make the case that he should step aside and allow an elected government to form.
The U.S. is denying any involvement in an alleged coup attempt against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro that ended in the capture of 2 American mercenaries.
Wow, it is something else. So what is the real story here? Joining us live to weigh in on this is former senior advisor to the Secretary of State under the Trump administration and visiting fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Kiron Skinner. Thanks for coming on this morning. What's your initial reaction to this? Is this a rogue mission, or is this Bay of Pigs Part 2? What do you think?
I'd listen to the U.S. President and the Secretary of Defense and wait for more facts to come out. But I would say that Nicolas Maduro lacks credibility at every possible level and has been looking for diversions repeatedly to make us not examine what's happening in Venezuela. You could not write a political thriller that would match the reality of what's happening in Venezuela. It's more than a failed state. The economic crisis is crushing and enduring. There are prison riots because of the combination of the inability of that government to manage COVID-19, provide food and medicine and water for prisoners. In every direction, you see a failed state. And then Maduro spends most of his time talking about who's attempting to overthrow him. He's blaming the United States. He's blaming American mercenaries. He's blaming the Colombian government. He's blaming Juan Guaido, who's running a parallel government. It's just a story that is so tragic. And it makes us realize that COVID-19, as important as it is, this global pandemic, and as much as it's hurting our own country, we've got problems in the southern hemisphere that must be addressed. And this is one of them.
Kiron, let's take a look at this quote from a State Department spokesperson, and this reads, "There is a major disinformation campaign underway by the Maduro regime, making it difficult to separate facts from propaganda. We are making efforts to learn more, including about the activities of 2 U.S. citizens who are reportedly in the custody of the former regime." First of all, what do you make of that? Second of all, with the information that you have and that you know right now, what will it take to secure their release?
That's a big worry, and I think the administration is absolutely on point when it speaks of a disinformation campaign. That's what I've just been describing with Maduro, blaming everyone but himself and his government. To secure the release of the Americans, I'm extremely worried because of the Citgo 6, those Americans who are being held for now many years, since November 2017, on false embezzlement charges, and they're still not released and out of Venezuela. I hope nothing like that happens for the 2 Americans who've been recently seized by the military under Maduro. But the record is not great. And that's why I say let's wait for the facts of this administration. I do believe that Secretary Pompeo, Secretary Esper, and President Trump are on top of this and will take it very seriously.
Yeah, well, the mercenary group that did all this is called Silvercorp, and the big question is, who hired Silvercorp? Who gave them the money? Could it have been Juan Guaido? Could it have been somebody else? We don't know. Kiron, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. It'll remain a mystery, and we'll see what we can figure out.
Have a good day, Kiron.
Thank you.
All right.